Welcome to another How I Do It video. Had a little luck this morning. Got a nice buck. You don't need another deer skinning video, I know, but this is how I do it. Thought you might enjoy watching. Outdoor people like to watch outdoor stuff, even if they've seen it 100 times. Just did a quick video on this electric hoist. Really handy. Lets me stop anywhere where I can always work right here at eye level. I don't have real tall ceilings in my garage, so I usually lop the legs off so I can get it up higher. I like to skin them right away while the deer's still warm. It's just easier, comes off easier and cleaner. I hang them from the back legs. I know a lot of you guys may hang them from the head. It's just kind of the way we've always done it, the way my dad taught me how to do it, and it's just become a habit. Not much to it. I'm sure you guys have seen this and done this 100 times, but you know, I try to get it as clean as I can, keep it as clean as I can when I'm skinning it. Always cut from the skin out so you minimize the hair that gets on the meat. Good sharp knife. Doesn't have to be an expensive knife. This is an outdoor edge. Just kind of pull and tug and cut the membrane between the skin and the meat. There's all kinds of ways to skin a deer, and some people's fast at it and some people ain't. I'm not fast at it by any means. I usually try to take my time and keep it as clean as possible. So that way when I go cutting it up, it's just less time cleaning the hair off and any debris. A lot of guys take them to a processor, and I've done it before. You know, I still work. If I am short on time, we've got a real good processor in our area. It does a real good job that I like and know. I've taken them to a processor, but I really prefer to kind of do it myself, bring it full circle, so to speak. You know, you all heard the stories of the processors, or you're getting your own deer back. They grind up multiple deer at the same time, and there's probably some truth to it. But if you got a good local processor, in our area it's about $100, maybe a little more depending on what you want done, but typically about $100. It's not too bad. It saves you some time. Like I say, I'll use them from time to time depending on my work schedule. But I use a knife, you know, probably more than I really have to. You know, once I kind of get it down off of these back hands, I'll do some pulling. But this ain't the speed method by any means. It's just me trying to take my time and get it as clean as possible when I skin it. I mean, that's really what I try to do. I try to pull off any debris, any, you know, blood spots, keep any hair off that I can. Of course, not cut into the meat. Is what I try to do. The main things I focus on. I don't focus on speed. I kind of focus on cleanliness. If you can't pull, you know, there's all kinds of ways. I mean, pull a hide off, pull a hide off. Probably 100 videos on YouTube of how to do it, but like I say, I like to watch outdoor people do outdoor stuff. Even if I know how to do it, you probably know how to do it better than I do. but it's still fun to watch somebody else make mistakes. Sit back and talk to them. Oh, why don't we do it this way? You should do it this way. You should do it that way. Like I say, outdoor people like to watch outdoor stuff. To get to that tail, you gotta find a little joint there. Sometimes it's hard to find. Like it is now. I can't find it. Oh, a little daggone sawzall, just zip. That's why I take the legs off. I mean, I know there's joints and stuff that you can expose and pop things off. I'm not a professional butcher. I just try to do it as clean as I can do it. Still doesn't take a long time. I mean, halfway done now, and some of you guys probably be done a couple deer. By the time I've done one, but we all got our ways, our different ways, but try to process your deer yourself. It's not that hard. Give you some self-satisfaction. You know what you got. Like I said, if you got a good processor, that's great too. See if I take them legs off, I can get it up higher. I don't know if it's high enough for y'all to view or not, but it's kind of warm today, about 50, may get into the 60s. Of course, if you're going to mount a deer, you need to be careful through here. I know some people will go ahead and cut around if they're going to mount it and take the cape off and then leave the hide, but I don't. If I'm going to mount a deer, I'm going to skin it the same way. I'm just going to be careful in this area around the brisket. Now, I don't want to keep cutting this way. And then I'll cut the cape off after I get the whole hide off. But you get the cape off now, it's much easier when it's still warm. I usually come up the inside of these legs with like the brown hair and the white hair meet. So if you're gonna mount this deer, don't continue cutting over this way. You'll cut into that shoulder. Kind of come back, come up, and come back to the center of this brisket. Once you get in here, if they don't continue cutting this way, you'll cut into the shoulder that the taxidermist needs. Once you get up into here, come over to the brisket. So now we got our shoulder, full shoulder for a taxidermist. We got our full brisket. And you won't have a short cape for your taxidermist. But I do like to let a deer hang. I don't have a walk-in cooler. I thought about kind of building one over here in the corner and getting, building one myself. Maybe I'll do it one day. They got these CoolBot things that you can turn the air conditioner kind of into a cooler. But I do like to let them hang, depending on the weather. The longer the better. I mean, if it's cool days, a week, it has to be, the temperature has to be right, obviously. But even a day, kind of a warm day, I'm just going to skin this deer and I'm going to let it hang because it's going to get cool tonight. I mean, it's getting down into the 30s at night. So I'm going to let it hang at least for a day or two. It'd be fine. I think it makes the meat you know, it just gives it time to relax and makes it more tender. You know, it's opinion too, I guess, but for sure the meat sets up and it makes it much easier to cut and much easier to work with. It's kind of loose now and jiggly or gelatinous, however you want to put it. It'll be much firmer and easier to work with in a day or two. But nothing to it, you know. Like I said, I know you guys don't need another deer skinning video, but hey, I watch YouTube instead of watching TV anymore. Stuff that I've already seen. Just watch other people do it. There's nothing on TV, it seems like. So I just watch YouTube. Laugh along at how I'm doing it. I don't know if I got a good view for you. Hopefully we'll get better at this with some more experience. I really kind of started this channel. I'm going to be a cat paw for the first time in a couple months. And I'm really looking forward to that, obviously. I thought, I was off after my son and some of his buddies to start a YouTube channel for a long time because they're entertaining. I'm not really entertaining at all, I'm sure. Maybe a little bit informative, but not much entertainment. But anyway, they kept putting it off and never did it. And I was like, well, I'm going to be a granddad. You know, time goes by fast. We don't know how long we got. Maybe one day my grandkids will be watching this and say, that's my pet paw. You know, anything you make and put on YouTube, I'm guessing will be there forever for your family to watch. If they choose to. You know, I don't, kind of a little torn on that. I mean, I don't know. They bring back sad memories too, to see your loved one no longer with you, but they'll be there if they want to watch them. If they don't, that's good too, but hopefully you guys will like and subscribe. I would like to be, you know, have a successful channel, and I don't mean a ton of subscribers and monetize. I ain't doing this for the money. I mean, of course, that all is a bonus. Anything you get, subscribers and likes and money-wise, is a bonus. But I really am doing it for my future generation, grandkids, great grandkids. You know, like I say, this will be on the internet forever, I'm guessing. Pictures fade and videos get lost and stored in the attic and tossed out. Home videos. Yeah, I don't have any video footage of my grandparents. Got some pictures, of course, but I think every now and then it'd be nice to hear his voice and see him walking around. I shot this deer in the neck, so I'm not going to skin it down super far because it's going to be not edible. Actually went in here, but you can just work this down as far all the way to the back of his ears and save that neck brace. I actually maybe will save some of it. It's pretty satisfying to harvest a deer and skin it, and cut it up yourself and wrap it, then lay it out and cook it. I mean, they say deer meat's cheap or free, and I guess once you get to a point it is, but by the time you factor in, if you're just starting, you know, buying the equipment, firearm, ammunition, licenses, tags, gas, time, vacation days, clothing, boots, I mean, you know, all the stuff we all get. A lot of it we don't really necessarily need, but makes our hunt a little more enjoyable. It's pretty expensive meat, but it's worth it. You know, and then of course after you get that stuff, it's a lot of it's a one-time purchase. A firearm, you take care of it, lasts you for life. And you know, then every year you can really reuse your same old equipment, and it does get cheaper and cheaper every year, I guess. But you still got time and gas and tags. So that's just about as far as I'm going to go, because it's just almost down to the, right here's his ear, so the lower you get on that neck, the more tendony and cordage and stuff in there that it gets. But you know, it does make a nice roast. Put anything in a crock pot long enough on low, slow heat, it's going to break down. But we are just down to the nitty gritty. And once again, I'll use my, I'll cut through it. Cut through the muscle, windpipe. And once I get to the bone, I know you can twist them off, and a bunch of ways you can get them off. But I just use my Sawzall. Get through the bone. Done and done. I don't know the regulations about YouTube and showing stuff like this. Maybe they won't even allow it. I mean, I'm sure they will. I mean, I don't know what the requirements are. But that's skin it. Now I'll cut the front legs off and let the meat hang for a day or two. I'll take you down here a little lower and show you now if I'm going to mount this deer. Like I say, a lot of people will cut it here, and you can do that, that's fine. Skin that down and then leave this and do it in two separate stages. But when I've got his head here, I've got a nice full brisket. I've got plenty of shoulder. I will kind of get the center point of the deer, kind of let it fall out. See, I got all his neck, I got a nice brisket, I got a nice full shoulder. And now I can come in here and I usually step on this and come behind the shoulder and just go pull and push with your knife straight through to the other side. And now I've got a nice full cape brisket for a shoulder mount. Let this hang for a couple days, firm up, cool down. It's really clean. Just a couple little hairs on it, cut from the inside out. No new information here, guys. You know, you want to watch a good butcher video, go to the bearded butchers, or, you know, those guys are experts. They've done it thousands of times. This is just how a guy that does 2 or 3 a year does it. I appreciate you watching. Watch some of my other videos. Hope you have a good hunting season. Be careful out there. Enjoy it. And don't forget how blessed we are.